Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Jason.
Hey, this is Alex.
And we are Good Morning Games. And today we are mainly going to be talking about the N64, Genesis online apps have launched. We've played them a bunch now. Well, as much as we can. And so, yeah, that's going to be the main focus. We'll touch on a few other things towards the end. But to start, let's just really focus on this online service. So we both got it.
Yeah, we both got it. We both paid the upgrade. I guess it was $30 each since we already had the base sub.
Yep. And yeah, so I've touched, let's see, I have played almost all the games at this point. The only ones I haven't played right now, I didn't play Super Mario 64 just because I just beat that, and I haven't played Dr. Mario yet.
Okay.
But I played every other one, and I've really mainly been playing Ocarina of Time. I'm hours and hours into it already.
Yeah, I played Ocarina of Time a lot, and then I actually played Dr. Mario 64 because I wanted to play it because I don't think I'd ever played that game before, so I wanted to check it out. But yeah, likewise, hours and hours into Ocarina of Time already, and enjoying it.
Yeah. Okay, so first off, a lot of people have been kind of, as soon as it came out, well, first off, I think a lot of this is obviously due to the price, which we talked about a ton last week or the other week. But, you know, that alone kind of then invites itself to a lot of criticism. So the second this pretty much came out, within a day, tons and tons of videos, tons and tons of articles about issues that people were having with the app. The main ones I saw was input lag, and then it seems like there is some like emulation issues with like the fog. It was talking about, I saw the fog in both Ocarina and Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Weren't rendering correctly. I haven't noticed those personally, but I'm sure I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think those people are lying about it.
Yeah. Input lag, I haven't really noticed. You said you noticed it. We played today. We played Mario Kart today.
We did.
The two of us.
Yeah,
You said you noticed it a little.
Yeah, I definitely noticed it when I was trying to like power drift around the corners and stuff, because there's like I have like a muscle memory for Mario Kart power drifting. And then definitely on the N64, I've got like, hundreds of hours under my belt on that game. And trying to power drift on this one, I was having trouble, and I kept spinning out, which doesn't normally happen. And I could tell, like, I had to wait. I had to, like, delay my button input a little bit in order to do it properly because of the input lag. So that kind of sucked. And that's like a very quick button, press that you have to do to power slide. Like, you gotta press R and then the stick like one way and then the other way, so you're doing it like really quickly. So that's the only time I really noticed it. But like I said, I played Ocarina of Time quite a bit, and so did you, and I haven't had any trouble with input lag on that.
Yeah, and I mean, what I will say is, like, I don't think either of us are necessarily the people to ask when it comes to, like, very, very specific. Like, obviously, I would notice it if it was egregious, but I'm not looking for it. It's not that I, it's not that I, like, I believe it. Again, I believe it. But I mean, I watched something the other day. It might have been that MVG video. Who was mentioning that Ocarina of Time probably had the worst input delay of any of them. And I don't know, I just haven't really noticed it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I haven't, it hasn't been like a hindrance on me playing the game and enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's there. MVG's video analysis of the good and bad of N64 on NSO is a really good video to go watch if you haven't seen it. So highly recommend that. But what is beeping outside my house? Just get rid of that.
That sounds like a garbage trip.
So yeah, if the input lag is there for a casual player, I don't think it should keep you from buying this service if you want it, because you're like, oh, there's input lag, I can't play it now. Like, it's not. I don't notice it really.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of gonna try to get at is like it's not that it's not there. I just don't think anyone who's like a casual player is gonna notice it because it's very minor. And like you said, even with the one that you noticed on Mario Kart, you know, like you said, you've played it hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
I'm sure if someone's picking it up for the first time and, you know, want to try out the N64 games, they're probably not going to notice.
Probably not. Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't really noticed much. Like, there's nothing really wrong with the emulation for me that I'm like, this sucks. Yeah. I can't enjoy it. Like, I mean, again, after watching some videos about it, like, I understand the technical, like, criticism it's getting from people, and I don't think it's not deserving of that based on what I've seen. Like, sure, there are things like we saw with the fog, where it's like, oh, what the hell is this? Like, I mean, we're paying for a premium service. It should be like top-notch stuff, and it's just not. But it's still fun. I still feel like I'm playing N64 on my Switch, which is what I thought it would be.
And I think a lot of the things that I've seen also are based around the fact that like there's emulators out there that you can get on your computer to emulate the N64 that are doing it better than Nintendo themselves are, and I think that's where a lot of complaints come from. Because I mean, I don't know a ton about emulation, but in general, if someone else is building an emulator, then they're having to work around not like having all the very specifics of like what the N64 does. They're kind of like creating things to emulate it, whereas N64 or Nintendo has exactly, you know, everything that they need to know about the N64 to do it perfectly. And yet it's not as good as some of the other emulators. But again, exactly like you said, it feels to me like I'm playing N64 on my Switch. Yeah. So that's all I really wanted.
Yeah, same here. I just wanted to turn it on and click the icon and be able to play Zelda and Mario Kart and stuff. And so far, that's the experience I'm getting. Like, I thought it was really cool being able to play Dr. Mario 64 for the first time, which is really fun, by the way, especially because I put a lot of hours into the Dr. Mario iPhone game a while ago. Probably the only person on earth to do that, but I really liked it. I really like this N64 one. You could play as Wario. Didn't even know like that he was a character in that game. So that's fun if you're into that kind of thing. But I haven't really played. I've played Zelda, Dr. Mario, and Mario Kart so far, and that's it. I haven't played anything else.
Yeah, I played a decent amount of Star Fox. I mean, I played it for probably like an hour to 2 hours. I played Star Fox for Yoshi's Story. I played like a couple levels, and then I tried Mario Tennis for just a few matches, and then barely played Win Back and Sin Punishment. I just touched him and like Win Back. I was just like, Jesus, I could not figure out what the controls were. It was like it's just crazy how like difficult. I mean, it's a third-person shooter, and it's just like, you know, you pick up a third-person shooter now, you can pretty much figure out it's like most likely the right stick is going to be to aim, and then like the right trigger is to shoot. And like the buttons were just like so weird. Yeah. Just because it's an N64. But yeah, I will say that one of the complaints that I've also seen that I kind of skipped over, and I 100% agree with, is that there's no button mapping, and that's just a bummer because
we should talk about this because the way that they've mapped the N64 buttons to. I've been using the Pro controller this whole time. I haven't tried it with just like Joy-Con or whatever, but the way it's mapped, I could understand why Nintendo did it the way they did, and I could also understand why everybody's so pissed off about it. Like, I see both sides of this.
Yeah, I mean, I just think you should be able to map it.
Yeah, you should.
It's kind of seems like a simple thing, because it's just like, it's really the only thing that frustrates me. Having the C stick be the right stick doesn't really bug me. The only thing that bugs me is that they made A, B, but on the N64, it was diagonally, A was down and B was up to the left. Uh-huh. And on the Switch, it's up to
opposite.
The right. You know, yeah. So it feels off to me. Like, I don't like it's such a simple thing, but I really don't like moving down to the left, having that button be my sword attack, like the middle
Yeah.
bottom. I just don't like that. And it just seems like it should be such a simple fix. And actually, as I was thinking this and seeing everyone complain, I did realize that there actually is a button mapping technically in the Switch. You can like make your Switch.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you go into settings of your whole Switch, you could switch what buttons are what.
Okay.
But that's a lot more complicated. Like, they should just, when you're in the N64 app, be able to, like, map what each of those things are.
Yeah, they should have done that. I mean, for what you're paying for this, like, having a feature like that, I think would go a long way with people being like, well, at least you could do this. But
Yeah.
having to go into the actual Switch, like, menus and do it. And then I
Yeah.
think when you're done playing your N64 game, you would have to go back and change
Yeah,
it back.
exactly.
And that's just annoying.
Yep.
No one's going to do that. So,
Yeah. And that means then you can't, if you have it switched, like, I was gonna go in and switch it, and then I'm like, but then, like, if I want to play any other game, I'm not gonna remember that, and I'm gonna go in and be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. It's going to be a real pain in
So
the
I
ass.
just didn't switch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't switch it. The first thing I remember, like when I booted up Ocarina of Time, was I was in the pause menu, and it says like use Z to go left in the menu and R to go right in the menu, and goddamn beeping noise. Sorry. And so like you have to press ZL and R, and just using like the back left and the front right on the shoulder buttons, or the 4 shoulder buttons, is kind of awkward. It should just be L and R. Like, I don't understand, but like I get it, because Z was a very like commonly used button in N64, and it's like, where else are you going to put it? I guess ZL makes the most sense because you use your left index finger, and that's what you did on N64. But just playing like with Z on the shoulder is strange. It was strange for me.
I'm with you. I definitely think it's strange, but
You weren't listening to any of that, were you?
no, I was. I was, but I was also looking. I was pulling up that the data mine.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's good. I'm glad we have that.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna go to next. I was listening.
So
the ZR's in a shitty position.
Yeah, ZL.
The ZL's in a shitty position.
Yeah. So anyway, the controls they take a minute to get used to, but I also like I said, I get why that's how they are. I don't get why you can't choose it map it yourself though.
Yeah. So yeah, what I was pulling up was there was something that came out. Mondo Mega on Twitter did a data mine of the N64 app, and saw that there are, as of right now, there's at least 38 N64 games that are planned for the NSO.
Oh, yeah.
And in that data mine, they're all listed alphabetically, so you can make some assumptions. He was saying, so Majora's Mask is in there, Smash is in there, Wave Race is in there, and then the 3 Mario parties are in there. He's saying those with the utmost confidence, which it's like, he's probably right for sure where Majora is. Mario Party makes sense because it's between there's 3 between Mario Kart and Mario Tennis.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what else that would be. What was the other one I said? Wave Race. Wave Race doesn't have to be Wave Race between Super Mario 64 and Winback. I mean, I don't know.
I have a list. Hold on one second.
Of every N64. Yeah, maybe there isn't any other.
So in between Mario 64 and Winback on this list that I have, they are they're guessing that it'll be Smash Brothers and Wave Race 64. So I mean, I think we're just gonna get every first party N64 game, and then I think because we got Banjo, I think you can assume we'll get Diddy Kong and boy, GoldenEye. I doubt. I don't think it's a 0% chance, but I think it's unlikely. And then I think we will get Perfect Dark probably, if I had to guess.
Yeah. I'm definitely not counting on GoldenEye. I am kind of counting on Diddy Kong Racing just because
It's got to get on there.
it's the most Nintendo thing that Rare has. I mean, where there's Rare characters in it, but
Yeah.
like if they got Banjo, I think they can get Diddy Kong.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And if they want to take Banjo and Conker out, since those are technically owned by Microsoft, they could just do that and put Diddy Kong on, but they've already been so friendly with Banjo, like I don't know if they would really have to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the games that like, so the person who tweeted this is Video Game Charts at Charts Japan. So this person, they said, from the data mining of the NSO N64 app, people get the list of IDs corresponding to all the games planned. It's in alphabetical order, and he just went through and filled in every blank based on what the best-selling N64 games are. So like some of the things he's got on here: 1080, Banjo-Tooie, Cruisin' USA, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, Excitebike 64. Like I feel like we have to get stuff like that for sure.
Yeah.
The 3 Mario parties, Mission Impossible he's got on here, which I had, but I don't remember a lot of that game, but I remember my brother was like obsessed with it.
I definitely never played that.
So yeah, Mission Impossible, Namco Museum 64. They've got NFL Blitz and NFL Quarterback Club 98 on here. Both of those games are amazing. I would be surprised if they ended up on here though.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but it seems like whatever license they would have had on Blitz, they had real teams, right?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
They were both NFL licensed.
Yeah,
so
I feel like
EA is going to step in and be like, you have to pay us if you're releasing a.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work, but yeah, Perfect Dark, Pilot Wings 64. I think Pilot Wings was definitely a lock. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, Smash, Wave Race, and then the other one they got on here that I thought was cool was WWF No Mercy. I'd be all on board for any of those old wrestling games to come to this service. I think I talked about that on here before, but those old N64 wrestling games like No Mercy and WCW versus NWO are so fun. And I would love to play those online.
Well, there is a game between Winback and Yoshi's Story. Could be WWF.
Yeah, that's where I saw it on there.
Okay.
It could be. It's only one though. I wish it was WCW, but Vince McMahon's definitely not gonna turn down money just to do nothing.
And then, so another thing that came out of this was also that there's 52 games planned for the Genesis, which is awesome.
Oh yeah,
and then also the way that the systems in this data mine are like they're numbered, and so the N64 was 3, SNES was 2, the Genesis is 5, and so there's a missing 4 right now. So that is probably that Game Boy.
I would think it's Game Boy.
Yeah.
And who knows why it's not out yet. Maybe they had technical issues. Maybe it was just they just couldn't figure out the easiest one. I don't know if it's the easiest one, but it seems like it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll get Game Boy probably next year.
Yeah. And that'd be great. So I mean, if we're just kind of putting all of our thoughts together on the N64, I mean, here's the thing, and this is I'm kind of feel the same way I felt when they announced the price and everything. I think it's up to the person. I'm fine. I mean, here's the thing. Right now there's not a ton to play. Like, I mean, there's not a ton that like of huge things that are going to take you forever. I mean, I know I'm going to play all the way through Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
I'm having a great time right now. And then I'll probably play Star Fox a few times. But after that, I mean, yeah, I'll be waiting for the next game. So it's not like there's a ton of things to choose from. But I think having 38 data mined planned right now, that's a good sign. Hopefully that's not everything. And it could be. Because, I mean, that could get him. It just depends how fast they release games, how often they release them. Because who knows, if they do one a month, then that'll last them for 2 years,
God,
3 years.
Please no.
So maybe that is all of them. But it's good to know. It's reassuring to me, at least, that they have 38 planned right now.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it too. Is like, I'm happy that the data miners, God bless them, went in there and figured out that all of these empty spaces for games are on there right now, and that means Nintendo, even though they said like an additional 5 or 6 games, what was it, like Mario Golf, Majora's Mask, Banjo, Paper Mario, like those are all really good games, F-Zero, and I can't wait to play them. But I'm sure some people were left thinking like, well, what about this game? What about this game? Like, what about, Pokemon Stadium? Like, why not that? Why Pokemon Snap? And I think this shows that they are going to support it for a while. And man, I really hope it's not 1 game a month. I hope it's at least 2, because otherwise, like, what if we have to wait 2 years for Excite Bike 64? Like, so stupid.
Yeah, or really any of them. I mean, like, even more so, like a game you really want. Like, it's just like, man, I don't want to have to wait. Even some of the ones they announced, like a Paper Mario, like,
yeah,
I don't want to have to wait, or Banjo Kazooie. I don't want to have to wait years.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we will, but yeah, frustrating.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem paying for it because I know more stuff is coming. I wish they gave us timelines for when it's coming, but I love Ocarina of Time. I'm going to play it all the way through because I haven't touched that game in years, and I just beat Mario 64 on the 3D collection, so that's not really anything for me. But if you didn't get Mario 3D All-Stars, then that's like something you could play because it's awesome. But stuff like Win Back, like, I don't know. I might try it for like an hour one day, but I'm not like pumped to play it. I'm more pumped for things that are coming down the pipe.
And you said you're going to try to 100% Ocarina of Time?
I think so, yeah. I'm like, I did the very first, got the green jewel from like the very first temple. And then I just went and did like everything you could do after that. Like, got all the heart containers, got all the gold Skulltulas that I could get, and just doing all of that shit before doing the next temple.
Yeah.
Which I just started, Dodongo's Cavern or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm definitely trying to, I'm not going to try to 100% it, but I'm definitely trying to like explore as much as I can and see if there's little things I missed, because there already was something. I've already gotten like an item that I don't know if I had gotten it before, just by like doing some extra stuff. So yeah, it's fun. A game like this, anytime you come back, it's amazing.
Yeah. I haven't played this. I played it briefly on the 3DS, but I haven't played it like on a TV, like sitting down on my couch in 15 years or so. So like, I'm all in. Like, I wake up in the morning and like play before work, play on breaks from work. Like, like I am playing this game as if it's a brand new release that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, which is awesome. I mean, that's
worth my money.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else regarding these apps? We didn't really talk about the Genesis. I haven't played the Genesis much. I played Golden Axe. That's really all I've done.
I played Shinobi 3 because I'd never played it before, and it's fun. I'm like, yeah, this is a very Genesis game. This is this feels like I'm playing Sega Genesis, and I played it for like an hour and a half because I was enjoying it, and then I was like, all right, back to Zelda, and but it ran well. I didn't notice anything wrong with it. I'm not a technical guru, but from a casual Sega fan standpoint, it was Sega on the Switch, so it was fine.
Yeah, I think once I beat Zelda, I'll probably play a lot of these more. That's kind of the way I have, like a one-track mind, where if I'm playing a game, especially like an adventure game, I don't really want to play anything else. Although, on that topic, I am also simultaneously playing Stardew Valley.
Woo!
Started a whole new farm. I've already put in like 6 hours.
Did you do the new map that came out recently, the like beach map or whatever?
I didn't do the newest one, but I did a different one than I had done before.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm loving playing that again.
I don't think we talked about this, but Concerned Ape has announced he's the one-man developer behind Stardew Valley. His next game is going to be called Haunted Chocolatier, I think is the name of it.
Yeah.
And you are a chocolate maker in a haunted castle in a haunted house. And it just looks so good. It looks so awesome.
Yeah. If anyone liked Stardew Valley, check out that trailer. Looks awesome. We both kind of were like, all right, it makes me want to get back into Stardew Valley.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna start it again soon.
Yeah, so I fired it up like a couple days after we were talking about that, and now I'm playing that. I'm just switching between that and Ocarina of Time. It's
a good
awesome
combo. Yeah, I'm playing Ocarina of Time, and that kind of distracted me from Metroid Dread. So I'm giving that a little rest and just enjoying Zelda. That's really all I'm playing right now. Might get into something spooky here this weekend, maybe some more Back 4 Blood.
Ooh.
I pulled up Luigi's Mansion 3 today because I was like, I'm gonna play this. Halloween's coming up, and then I just turned it off immediately. I was like, I'm good. But I turned it on and listened to the menu music for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, I do want to play that game again. I think that's the next, I don't know, next game I play again. I don't know. I haven't really replayed any of the Switch games in a while that were like a first party game, and I do think I'm gonna play Luigi's Mansion 3 again next.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about this Sony State of Play that we got yesterday?
Yeah. So Sony had a State of Play, and when they announced it, they did say this is going to be a showcase for some of our third-party companies, and I remember the last few times they've done that, they've not been great, because when you think about it, it's like, if it's a huge third-party game, it's going to be in their normal State of Play. I feel like they treat these ones, when they announce that it's a third-party showcase, it's almost like more of like an indies world for the Nintendo, where it's like, it's usually not heavy hitters. This one had some. You want to go over the list?
Yeah, the first game was Deathverse Let It Die, and honestly, I caught the last 5 seconds of this because I was late turning on the State of Play because I was in a meeting. But
it looks like it's like it seems to me like it's like a fight to the death online game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's going to be I'm just going to say this off the top because it applies to, I think, every game. Pretty sure every one of these, it said, is coming to both PS4 and PS5. I don't think there was one PS5 exclusive in any of this.
I'm not sure.
But the next game they talked about was, it was so weird. I was watching it. I was like, so is this a game or like, what is this? It's called We Are OFK.
Oh, yeah.
And it's about like, you're like an indie pop band, and I couldn't tell, like, it was breaking the fourth wall, and then it wasn't, and then I was like, is it a game? Do they know they're in a game? Like, what is this? It was just very confusing to me, and I don't know what I saw. It was just very strange.
Yeah, it was weird.
So that weird game's coming out for PS4 and PS5. And then they did a Bug Snacks free DLC called The Isle of Bug Snacks, and it looks like it's a pretty sizable DLC coming out early next year. Mm-hmm. That's cool because I know a lot of people like Bug Snacks. Did you play it?
Yep, I did not beat it. I played a pretty good chunk though. I would bet I probably played about half. Right when the PS5, like the day PS5 came out, when it got shipped to me. Why was it? There's a reason I was like focusing on Bug Snacks. I feel like I got my PS5 like a couple days early or something, so I didn't have any other games, but that was on there or something like that.
It was on, you could download it on day one, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I played it for a few days. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I like when there's an original game that comes out that is fun, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
The next game was Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I've never played a Five Nights at Freddy's.
Me neither.
And I was just like, what? What is this game?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak on that because I've never played any of these. I know there's been a good amount.
Yeah, there's been like 7 of these games.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then Death's Door coming out November 23rd. That's been a long time coming, I feel like.
Death's Door, I think it's out on Game Pass. It's out on it's on Xbox right now, and a lot of people like it. People have said it's like one of the best games of the year. And then it's coming to PS4, PS5, and the Switch on November 23rd.
Oh, cool.
It seems like it's more of like I might get it on the Switch. Because it's like a Link to the Past style dungeon game, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotta get that.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been hearing really, really good things about it. I've seen a few people say so far it's their game of the year. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably grab that on the Switch.
Yeah, get it on the Switch. Oh, it's on Game Pass? Just pay for it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like a Zelda style, I would rather play that on the Switch too.
And it's kind of like a I don't know, when the games are a little bit more like indie, like I feel like I just would rather play it on my Switch.
Yeah, that's fair. Next game, Kart Rider Drift. This actually looked fun, if a little generic, but it's a kart racer game, and to me, it looked like there was a million customization options for your kart and racer, and it's going to be free to play next year. So that I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like every game on here, I was either like, that's fucking weird, or oh, that's cool, I would play that. Like it didn't seem like there was a lot of in between. Next game was King of Fighters 15, which was going to be an open beta for next month and release early next year. First Class Trouble. This to me looked like basically kind of an Among Us game where it's like you could play as a person or a resident or a personoid, which is like a robot, and the personoids try to stop the residents. And it's a game about who you can trust. It's actually going to be on PlayStation Plus for the month of November, so you can get it for free if you have that. Square Enix was there. I know a lot of people were hoping for Final Fantasy 16 to be at this, but it was not. Instead, you got Star Ocean: The Divine Force. Star Ocean's like a long-running JRPG franchise, which a lot of people like, but I think maybe this is the 6th game in the series, if I remember right. And it's coming out next year. And then they did like an extended look at Little Devil Inside, which looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, so this was kind of like the main focus, and I think that they had announced that this was going to be. I was excited for this game. This was revealed during the it wasn't even revealed because I believe that there was like a Kickstarter or something for this a long time ago, but they did a little bit of a showcase on it when they announced the PS5, that presentation, and I thought this looked awesome. I still don't really get what it is.
Yeah, I know.
But I think it looks cool. It looks fun. It looks like there's a lot to it. And this one's timed exclusive for the PS4, PS5, so I'll probably get it on the Switch.
And it's going to be on PS5, so I'll get it on the Switch.
Yeah, I know that it is coming down. It's a timed exclusive for PlayStation, and then it'll be on Xbox and the Switch. Probably like 6 months to a year later, but I'll probably wait.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game looks cool because of the art style. It just is very unique looking. It's a platformer that's 3D, but sometimes 2D looking. And the best thing to do to get a feel for it is to go watch the trailer. Looks like it has some survival aspects where you could like camp and cook and like craft things together.
There's like monsters chasing you. I don't know. I really don't understand what it is, but I think that's like what they're trying to do that. Like it seems intentional that you don't really understand what's going on. Because I remember the first trailer like a year ago, over a year ago, was similar. I felt the same way. I was like, oh, this game looks sweet, but I don't really get what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Every game was just so weird in this state of play.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, I'm not saying that like they're bad. I'm just saying they just all look so strange. And I
mean,
have no idea what direction video games are going in anymore.
It wasn't great. I mean, it just didn't have any, like, there were no heavy hitters. I know some people thought that there were some heavy hitters. I know Star Ocean was a big announcement. Like I said, I was excited about Little Devil Inside, but it's just, there was no heavy hitters. And with these presentations, it's like, you kind of gotta have like one. And they just didn't really. And that's why I think a lot of people were expecting, like, oh, maybe they'll do Final Fantasy. But I'm not gonna blame them. It's like they kind of announced this pretty soon before it. Whatever.
Yeah. It was definitely better than like a Nintendo Direct partner showcase, because I remember those being just so god awful. This was better.
The first partner showcase it
was like 4 games.
Yeah, it was like one of the worst things I've ever seen. I don't know if it was the first or the second, but it was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I remember it was like in the thick of the pandemic, so like everything was just shit hitting the fan, and they put out this partner showcase, and
it was like 8 minutes.
What on earth did I just? It was like WWE Battlegrounds.
That one.
I don't even remember what else. I just remember Battlegrounds being in that, and that game turned out to be not good. It was fine. It was a 20-minute thing, and that's what we got. And then one other little bit of PlayStation news is they subtly revealed a banner for PlayStation PC and announced that God of War is coming to PC. Mm-hmm. So, and Jim Ryan put out a statement saying that this was an easy decision for them because they're trying to like widen their audience for their big exclusives as cost to make them goes up. And he's like, every generation it gets more expensive and blah, blah, blah. And so this was an easy decision for us. So yeah, PlayStation first party games are probably going to be coming to PC pretty frequently.
Yeah. They had released Horizon, I know, a while back, but I think that's the only one. I could be wrong. But I know that they had done Horizon like maybe a year ago on PC, but yeah, crazy God of War. And then I think they had announced an Uncharted collection was going to come. So that's cool.
Yeah, I think the next one's going to be Sackboy from what some of the people are saying. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's that. NSO, State of Play, PlayStation PC. Talked about what we're playing. Anything else?
I don't think so. November's coming up. We got Pokemon.
Holy shit, Pokemon. Is Pokemon in 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
I feel like it's like 3 weeks. I feel like it's 20 something.
Mario Party Superstars comes out.
Yep.
Tonight or tomorrow.
Yep.
And are you gonna get it?
I'm probably not gonna get it like tonight, but I think I'm gonna get it. It's gotten good reviews. I like that you can play online. I think I'll get it. I'm not gonna get it tonight just because I gotta play Ocarina.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I'm not gonna buy it day one or anything, but yeah, based on the reviews, everyone says it's really fun. It's mainly getting like 8 out of 10, some 9 out of 10s. I did see like 1.6 and 1.7, so but I think overwhelmingly it's getting like 8 out of 10.
It sounds like they didn't mess it up. I mean, they took the old boards, made it look better, redid the graphics, redid the music a little bit. The mini games, they picked some of the best ones, and I saw a few reviews that say like they feel even better than they did on the N64. So yeah, I mean that's what you would expect. But yeah, it's good to know they didn't like mess it up.
Yeah, definitely. And Advance Wars Reboot Camp got delayed until spring, which sucks.
It's a bummer. I was excited about that, but whatever. I mean,
whatever. Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain took its spot on the release schedule. I'm gonna get that game. I'm excited for it. I had it on the Wii and it was fun, so I'm gonna get that piece of shit.
I don't even know what it is.
It's just like brain teaser.
Yeah, I mean,
games.
I can figure out what it is.
It's a real brain buster.
Nice.
All right, let's just let's get out of here.
All right, cool. Thank you guys for listening. You can email us at goodmorninggamespodcast@gmail.com and to get us up on Twitter at GMGamesPodcast. And thank you for listening, and we will see ya.
We'll see ya.